It's Chris Hansen. I'm laying here and I went up to, I got up to take a leak. Laying here having to use the bathroom. I got so many microwaves in my head I didn't feel like I could even get up. When I got up, I was dizzy and just staggering, almost like falling over in different directions. As soon as I grabbed the phone, the radiation, my eyes are just burning. It's like they're signaling stuff. The mind control is coming from the Honolulu airport direction. My whole back of my head right now is just feels like a growth on it. I mean, just it feels so messed up in the back of my head now. The physical feeling I can't even describe the pain and the stuff I'm feeling right now, and now the radiation that's hitting me in the face. I'm getting surrounded by all this radiation all around me. This voice of God weapon saying he's got too many lights on him. You don't understand, man. You're focusing all this stuff on him, and you're having fun doing your little experiment, but he can't physically contain them all. That's why he's shaking and he's flopping around on the floor there. And then it said across the sky, they don't give a living jink. Um, uh, they don't care what they're doing. This is his computer voice talking. In the meantime, this computer voice is blaspheming the Holy Spirit, doing all types of other stuff. You know, it plays this little good evil role. Um, you know, saying, "Oh, they turned it down." You know, we'll just do the bare minimal. You know, like any of it is okay. You know, it just it changes its little themes all the time. It's always got a theme. You know, it's starting to push stuff through my brain. Um, like it's doing like 4 or 5 or 6 different things on different levels at one time all the time. That's why it's hard to describe what it's doing. Um, because it's always doing like 4 or 5 different things at once, it seems like. The voice to skull is coming from over by the Honolulu airport towers directions. In the meantime, I'm trying to talk to a new friend on Messenger. I'm making this video right now as she's typing because I'm so dizzy in my head and I got so many radio microwaves in my brain that I'm sitting here flopping around while I'm watching her type. You know, the little wiggly line. I'm sitting here flopping around on the floor here in Hawaii, man, because I got psychotronics focused on me by the American government. This is what's going on live in Oahu, Hawaii. It's the 17th of July, um, exactly 3 months before my birthday. And there's a reason why I said that, but I'm not going to say the reason. Um, but my older brother's also going through something, and he has to go to court today. It was withheld, and for a week, and I'm suspecting there's a reason why. Um, a deeper reason was what they said. Well, I'll find out earlier. I'll find out later here. I mean, earlier. I don't know why I said that. Um, they push stuff through your head sometimes too. I was thinking about it earlier though last night. Um, because I was talking, about the Nuremberg trial. Um, I think it was like 2 years. I always say that it seems like things happen one day or 2 days apart. Um, one month, they're, they know this, and I think they're setting up like triggers, and starting to manipulate time with it now to mix me up, and to throw stuff that naturally happens in time, and throw little monkey wrenches in there. I've noticed it though. They did it in San Francisco by posting posters on the side of the bus, just making signs overnight and hanging them up. Um, Stuff I was thinking about trying to mix me up, but I was able to discern the natural from what they were doing. Um, uh, you know, because that's what they do. You know. Anyways, my brother has a court date today, and it's exactly 3 months now before my birthday. Um, to find out what happens with that. My dad, when he died exactly 1 week after my birthday, and we buried him. He got cremated, and we buried him. And the date that he was buried was exactly 1 month before my little brother's birthday. During the Nuremberg trials, when they got hung, um, it was October 16th. Of course, it was way before I was born. Um, I think it was 1945, 45, or I think it was 40, maybe it was 1946. I think it was 1946, October 16th. So that was 2 years before Israel became a nation. 1 year or 1 day before my birthday. Um, they became a nation in 1948. They were hung by the neck. My little brother was swinging on a rope. I don't want. I don't even want to say any more than that. I just. I just noticed little things. My kung fu instructor, Sing Ao, Ao Shaolin Art Society. I'm just telling people this now, I guess, so I don't look like a Fruit Loop by saying what I'm saying. You know, or what I said earlier. I'm trying to give some reference points here, so you can see what I see and how I see. Ao Shaolin Art Society. My brother had one of Buck Sam Kong's books when we were growing up. We used to watch Kung Fu Theater out of Detroit on Channel 49, basically Channel 50, VHF. Um, and it was black and white TV. And he had the Tiger Crane for him when we were growing up. And a lot of other Kung Fu books, but the book got burned. He lost it in a house fire. When I came over, and he was here in Hawaii too. His friend Jody used to live out here. He was in Hawaii. I didn't want to go back to San Francisco because of this organized gang stalking and where it started in the Anton LaVey's church. So I wound up, because of a warm spot, I wound up coming back over here to Hawaii. Um, it's kind of weird. They got this monster thing going on. They're monsters, like Tyrannosaurus Rex. These kids play monsters. That's another thing here. It's kind of silly, monster drink. But the last I lived in San Francisco, and I don't know how many times they've destroyed that city in movies, but I used to live in San Francisco. One of the reasons why I got out of there is because of the earthquakes. But they've made the San Andreas movie, you know, the one with monkeys, you know, running around the planet of the apes. A recent one was Godzilla. It was right before I came over here to Hawaii. Godzilla and this giant flying creature or whatever was somehow they wound up over in Honolulu. This giant flying like creature on the sides of the buildings destroying Honolulu. And now I'm over here in Honolulu. It's kind of weird. The monsters were over here in Honolulu before I even got on a plane, But I don't think that's got anything to do with it. Anyways, I wound up coming over here and I decided to take up some martial arts because I've always liked martial arts. I never met Shang Ao in my life. Um, I come over here and I start investigating some of these schools. There was a Chinese lion dancing one down on Wildlife, down in this alley, Tiger Crane, and I started looking into it, and I wound up finding this school down in Chinatown, up the stairs on the top. There was a karate school and Owl Shaolin Art Society. I went in there and I was talking with this guy, and I found out that he was one of Buck Sam Kong's students. I didn't even know Silom Pai was here on the island. I didn't know anything pretty much yet. I was kind of new. Um, and I said, well, man, I said, I want to take some classes with you because I found out he was one of Buck Sam Kong's students. The one that my brother had, the book that was burned in a house fire. Well, Shang Ao, the one that was Buck Sam Kong's students, was badly burned, all up and down his face, his neck, his arms, in a house fire. He was actually burned in a house fire. Um, Kind of weird, man. That kind of really grabbed me. When I was younger, me and my buddy, we were having a BB gun fight. First thing I said is, no shooting that towards the head. The first shot of BB hit me right here and ricocheted right off the side. The very first shot hit me right here and grazed the side of my head. And we used to play cowboys and Indians. I had horses growing up and stuff like that. And just was stupid. Well, through a set of ordeals a lot because of what's going on with this mind control stuff, and seeing all starting to get involved with it and trying to punk me out. Um, uh, you know, um, just being a jerk through it. I quit his school and I wound up going over to Silom Pai. And there's an instructor there named Rocky who has one eye. And I asked him, I says, one day, after I'd been there for several months, I says, what happened? What's the story with your eye, man? And he says, we were younger and we were having a BB gun fight. He says, and I lost my eye with a BB. He says, I got my eye shot out with a BB gun. And I just kind of it really took me back, man. Because it's like, this stuff follows me. It's like it follows me around. It's like the Lord showing me stuff. And it happened before I even got here. And I don't know how to describe it, but it's all real accounts of my life. And there's lots of other stories I can say that doesn't really, I mean, have anything to do with my brother's court date, I guess. That's something that the state is doing, I think, to purposely line it up with being exactly 3 months away from my birthday, maybe so, I don't know, for whatever in time. I just thank you, Jesus, for your grace and your mercy. I pray you forgive me a sinner, Lord. I forgive everybody who's microwaving me and despitefully using me through this stuff. And I pray that you have mercy on them, Lord, for torturing me with these microwave weapons. That's all I got to say.